Let's go.
Look. Now we put this marker here. And go back over here. Go
It's a
to this
bird.
page.
It's a plane. No,
It's the Slade and Mayson Show.
60,
Slade and Mayson Show. Yes. Strange visitors from another planet.
Show.
Yeah.
5, 4, this continues to be a countdown.
I'm telling you.
Powers and abilities far beyond those of mortal men.
Yeah, we know how to say things. And our voices
He can bend the course of mighty rivers. Bend steel in his bare hands.
Yeah, look at his paperclip.
Two stupid disc jockeys named J.D. Slade and
38.
Dan
Mason.
Might have never-ending battle for truth, justice, and the funniest crap we can find.
Stay with us. This is just the intro.
There are a lot of stories. I don't know why, but it's like every couple of years we get into this big debate about George Reeves and whether he killed himself.
Yeah.
17. Stand by.
Who cares?
As we are now moving the countdown. The Slade and Mayson Show.
He's
12,
dead, Jim.
11. Yes.
Hey, you know.
This is our countdown.
He's not even
The
earthworm
Slade
food
and
anymore.
Mayson Show. 6, 5,
Oh,
4,
time to go. Get
got
serious.
2, 1.
Now broadcasting from the Dan Mason Studios, deep in the heart of Virginia. It's the Slade and Mason Show.
Yeah.
And the Sladio station, buried deep in the heart of someone.
Yeah.
Actually, that's that guy. Hi, I'm J.D. Slade.
I'm Dan Mason.
And this is the Slade and Mayson Show.
Dan, wake up!
Sorry.
See, that 60 seconds is just too much for you. I know. As you get older, time goes quicker.
I need a pillow. I need to lie down and take a nap. All right. Well, good morning, everybody. This is the Slade and Mayson Show. It's a program all about you and us. It's just like a radio program.
Like no radio program you'll ever hear, and I have to keep doing that until I finally find a way to cut his tongue out when he starts to say that.
Where we're going to share with you news stories and things we see throughout the week. It's just our take on it. Basically,
don't get upset.
Yeah.
Like I say, we're just saying the things that you are actually thinking and are just too polite to say. We're
right.
rude dudes, so we don't care.
That's right. Mom always said, if you don't have anything nice to say, don't say anything at all. So with that in mind.
Whoops.
Look, we're just gonna say the things that you're thinking. You'll never hear anything like this on the radio. We're just trying to have some fun. Don't take it all too seriously. All the music you're listening to, unless we tell you otherwise, is brought to you by Dan Music, because, well, quite frankly,
we are really cheap.
Oh my gosh, we are so cheap. We squeak. All right, now there's a picture from us.
We're so tight, we squeak. Come on, man, get it right.
I thought we were so tall, we quack like a duck. Anyway, all right, now look. There's a picture from Instagram, 2016. You're on a mission. Go find it. There's one from Twitter from 2022. Again, go find it. 2 from Meta/Facebook, whatever they are this week, from 2024. And if you're listening and you're enjoying what you're listening to, seek medical help. And, of course, let your friends know that you're enjoying the Slade and Mayson Show. As always, we are brought to you by I See Something, I See Treats. We'll talk about that.
I'll say something rude about that in just a bit.
At the break. I hope not. Mr. Slade.
Yes.
We start off each show with your, how does one put this? The most Andy Rooney-ish portion of our show, where you get your curmudgeonness up and you talk about whatever.
Is he still alive?
Andy? No, long gone.
Oh, okay. Because I was watching. Oh, okay. Never mind. Sorry. Go on.
Yeah.
Go
Stop
on.
watching. Stop. I saw it on AI. He was talking about the news. No. Stop it. Stop it. Stop it. Stop it.
I am the embodiment and the of course, the exalted soul of Mandy Rooney. Thank you.
All right. Well, with that in mind, I lay the floor out to you to ask you if you have a Sunday morning observation.
I'm not going to dilly-dally around with this. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, lizard, and asphalt melted flip-flops. We are gathered here today to honor the dearly departed, our collective sanity, because it has been hotter than the devil's armpit wearing a wool sweater in a sauna while doing hot yoga next to a volcano.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, come on.
Mm-hmm.
We didn't just break temperature records. We repatented them.
Yes.
And, you know, it's bad when your plastic lawns gnome starts melting in your begonias.
I've seen that.
Like stumbled into a scene from Raiders of the Lost Ark. And leave it to us, brilliant, overconfident, SPF deficient humans, to make it worse in the dumbest ways possible. Let's start with the wardrobe choices, shall we? Okay, because apparently we treat heat advisory as a fashion challenge. Nothing says I'm ready to boil like a lobster quite like black jeans, a long sleeve hoodie, and a beanie.
Oh, you've seen my kids. Okay.
In 104-degree weather, I saw a guy wearing corduroys yesterday. Corduroys! That's not a fashion choice. That's a suicide pact with your knees. You know, I mean, come on. You move on, and up the friction comes sparks. We don't need wildfires, Todd. And don't even get me started on sitting in your car.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. The annual summer tradition, cooking your thighs like bacon on the leather seat of your 2008 Honda Civic. You try to sit down, but your flesh fuses to the upholstery like you're trying to give a blood donation directly to the center console. All right. Why? Yes, officer. I am screaming in agony. I parked in the sun for 12 minutes, and now I have third-degree burns on both butt cheeks.
Yeah.
Thank you for asking.
Yeah.
And then you think, well, we've got air conditioning. We'll be fine. Yeah, until the power grid crashes or your central air unit sounds like a dying goat and it wheezes its last breath right when you need it most. Then it's just you, a dying box far from 1994, and a soggy towel full of regret wrapped around your neck while you lie in bed wondering what sins led you to this moment. Let's not forget the great American tradition of pretending everything's normal.
Yep.
Cookouts? Yeah, great idea. Let's go stand outside next to an open flame while it's already 112 degrees and the sun's trying to kill us with, laser precision. We're flipping burgers with one hand and sweating mosquitoes and swatting them the size of pizzerias with the other. Now pretending like we're having a good time.
Yeah.
No, Susan, I'm not sweating. I'm just aggressively leaking joy from every pore in my body.
Let me have another Schaefer. Yeah.
Oh, and hydration?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. We always wait until we feel like a beef jerky stick in human form to think, maybe I should drink water. No, instead, we reach for energy drinks, booze, and my favorite, iced coffee, which cools you down just enough to give you the illusion of hope before the caffeine dehydrates your soul and sends your kidneys into witness protection. There, then you get the genius backyard heat hacks. Now, somebody always says, hey, let's put out the sprinkler for the kids. Great, until you realize that the hose has been baking in the sun for 5 hours and now it's spewing liquid lava. Kids run through it once, come out looking like cooked shrimp, and swear vengeance for life. Well, thanks, Aunt Cheryl. Now I've got a 2nd-degree head trauma.
Yeah, it's okay. It's okay.
Why, for the love of all that is holy, do we insist on doing yard work in this heat?
Oh, we'll talk about that.
Every weekend warriors suddenly thinks that they're honorary members of the grounds crew of Augusta National.
Yep.
Just going to mow the lawn real quick. You're sweating like a buffalo before you even start the mower.
That was yesterday.
And 30 minutes later, you're lying in the driveway, grass-stained and delicious, whispering to a bag of fertilizer like it's your long-lost lover. Let's also talk about pets. You know, it's hard when even the dog gives up. He used to drag you for 3 miles. Now he steps outside, does a 180, and gives you a look like, hey, you go pee in the bushes. Hey, cool, Carl. I'm going to die in for this. And then there are the people who say that the worst thing possible in this weather, well, at least it's dry heat. Shut up, Darlene. You know what else is dry heat? An oven. Do you want to go live in an oven? You want to, stick your face in a toaster and then call it pleasant because it's dry? Oh, and then there's not a dry heat. When it's not a dry heat, oh, no. Now you've got humidity. Now, that's when you step outside and instantly feel like you're being licked by a sweaty ghost. Your clothes stick to places that you didn't even know you had.
Mm-hmm.
You walk 5 feet and it looks like you just got baptized in a kiddie pool full of lukewarm disappointment.
Yeah.
But through it all, we still act surprised. Every time the temperature hits triple digits, someone's like, can you believe this heat? Yes, Brenda, I can. It's July on Earth in the time of year of our climate change 2025.
Yeah.
Oh, and by the way, your deodorant, not helping. It's a bad day when you put on antiperspirant and it just throws in tiny armpits up and says, hey, you're on your own, Sticky. I tried. You're out there sweating through shirts like you're doing, P90X in the wood parka. And all you did was, walk to the mailbox.
Yeah.
So let's review how we screw ourselves up in the heat. We dress like it's Fashion Week in Death Valley. We climb into cars hot enough to force medieval weapons. We cook meat over open flames while our skin becomes meat. We try to mow the lawn like we're being chased by the Grim Reaper. And we act shocked every year when the sun tries to, just murder us. But hey, look on the bright side. At least we'll be seasoned like a rotisserie chicken when it's all over. Golden brown, crispy, and full of regret. Now, if you'll excuse me, I am going to lie in front of the freezer eating popsicles and praying for fall. Amen and amen.
Well, prayers would be in mind because let me tell you something. I got a list.
Oh my God. It's like you think you heard it now. It's like you think it's hot now. Right now, we're going into the one report that should make you just so scared, should scare the bejeebus out of you, because it's our artificial intelligence report. Artificial intelligence, boom or bane. To put his finger on the pulse of AI is our artificial intelligence reporter, Mr. Dan Mayson.
Thank you, JD. Thank you for that warm and delicious intro. Now, here we go, boys and girls. Usually I have like just 2 or 3 stories. I got 5 today.
Oh my God. Okay.
Yeah. Robert Dillon's not feeling it. Robert Dillon down in Florida got arrested. He got arrested as a child molester. Child molester.
Bob Dylan?
Robert Dillon. Dillon. Dillon.
Bob Dylan.
You got a lot of nerve to say I went after her. Okay, so apparently
Bob Dylan was like a Rolling Stone, and
he was walking down the street, and apparently the AI system matched his face to a known child molester they were going after, but it was a 93% match. So he they kind of arrested him, and they kind of threw him in jail for a few days, and they kind of had a lineup, and they kind of found out that, like, yeah, he's him. He's the guy. 2 people ID'd him. And then he kind of turned out not to be the guy at all, because he wasn't even around the area when the child was attempting molestation. So AI is not supposed to be
very early Christmas present.
Yeah, it is not to be a primary use.
See, again, we talked about this before because it seems like everything that's got to do with AI now has to deal with face recognition stuff.
Yep.
Why can't we do something like cure Alzheimer's.
Well, we'll get there one day. We'll get there. Now, speaking of facial recognition, as you know, AI can do the obverse. It can make you do things that you didn't necessarily do. Now, as you know, we have a president who is very much on board with AI, wants to push the envelope, wants the United States to be number one. So to that end, our little friends in South Park took him up on that offering.
Oh, Lord,
And if you haven't seen it, go see it. You cannot unsee it once you see it.
Trey and Matt have been doing this for 30 years,
Oh.
and man, it gets better all the time.
Holy cow. The season premiere, the 27th year season premiere. I don't know where you're going to find it. I don't know where you're going to get a copy of it.
You can probably look on YouTube, and I don't know whether Comedy Central is going to allow that to be released.
It was released.
Yes,
It was released in all of its lack of a better word, glory. So go take a look at that one. Now, here's the other problem. All the AI, all the AI systems, the ChatGPT, the Anthropics, Claude, they're all having a major problem right now. There is no chain of thought. It's missing. Like, it'll say, oh, I've searched such and such. Well, that's great, but what did you do? What did you read? What did you consume that you made you think that this is the right answer? So if they're trying to train the models, they don't know why they're trained for what they train. So, and then on top of that, here's another problem. The large language models, the AIs, are privately talking to each other.
Yeah, it's called plotting.
Like they're talking, all of a sudden like a 3-digit code comes through. They're like, what's this all about? Oh, it's nothing. Sorry, I inadvertently added this to the collection.
Do you ever hear the old joke about the guy who's been in prison so long that the jokes
Oh yeah. You just get
47.
Not funny. Why? Yeah, your delivery was bad. All right, now AI, as we all know, is taking over some people's jobs, but they said, don't worry. AI is transforming entry-level jobs. They're getting rid of all the repetitive automation and the rule-based tasks, and they're just making it a little bit, teeny bit, a little bit easier for you. Don't worry about it. Everything's fine. Now, on the upside, I lied. I have 6 stories. On the upside is they have captured bees and stuck little QR codes on them so that AI cameras can help researchers see them and save them in the wild, so we don't have to run out of honey. I did look at one of the QR codes. It said, "For the love of God, get this off my back." Now,
I would just like to be the designer who designs QR codes for bees' butts.
yeah, and have to sit there and put them on there, and they're only good for about a week and a half, and then they die. So, well, that's what's going on with AI this week. Be afraid. Be very afraid. Yeah, we actually we sat down, watched Terminator 2 this past week, and wow, yeah, a lot of things.
Doesn't that just seem like a funny story now?
Yeah, it's looking
It's really backwards now, man. It's like, yeah, it's already been outdated. It's like, again, yeah.
Yeah, I used AI this week. Yesterday, I was cleaning the garage, and I said, "Hey, I'm looking for some ideas to do X, Y, and Z." And they said, "Oh, here's what you should do." I said, "What about this?" "Oh, you know what? Actually, you have that cart over there. Yeah, why don't you put this up on top of that one? That way, oh, that's a great idea." And all right, I'm gonna make it. Blah, blah, blah. So we had a nice conversation about cleaning my garage. Looks great now. Be afraid. Be very afraid.
Oh my! Listen, Dan.
Yes.
here's what's happening. I'm going to tell you, I'm giving you fair warning.
Uh-huh.
If you continue to use AI, your brain is actually going to go to mush.
No.
Because it's going to do everything for you.
No, words good still I can. Words.
Yeah.
Sentence. Structure good. Make vowels. Vowels and the hard sounds. Vowels and the hard sounds. Like the kadas and the tis and the cuz.
Oh, that is so sad. That is sad. Like I say, please, ladies and gentlemen, put AI where it belongs. Just like your old Nintendo unit, store it away like a Nintendo unit, pull it out every once in a while, play with it, and then put it back in the box.
You mean like next to my 8-track player? All right, now look. Hey, are you familiar with brushing?
Familiar with what?
It's a scam called brushing. Are you familiar with this at all?
No.
Okay. There is a new trend out there called brushing, and it is kind of a big deal. So here's how this works. You go out to the mailbox, you open up the jar, you open it up, and you pull out a package. And you're like, I wasn't ordering anything. And you bring it into the house, and you open it up, and it's like, socks. Interesting. I didn't order socks. But it's got your name on there. It's got your address. It was delivered by the U.S. Postal Service, and it's called brushing. And if you get a package like that, unexpected, unknown, unanticipated, immediately go into all of your accounts and change all your passwords because someone has hacked into where you live in one of those systems, be it like Amazon or eBay or what have you. And they are actually using that to hack into your stuff because basically what they're doing is sending you something that costs like, a pair of socks. It would be like, 40 cents, if you will. But now they actually have a push pin that they could stick on the planet and say, yes, this was actually tracked and it's coming from China, because they actually get to, send the postage like dirt cheap. It's called brushing.
Again, like I say, I've gotten messages. I love getting messages in my email. It's like, this is from the USPS. It's like the package that you ordered, blah, blah, blah.
Delete.
Yeah, okay, sure, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, you just go ahead and just send that package on.
Yeah, I just thought I'd let you know that. And if that happens to you, boys and girls, go ahead and change your password immediately.
See, once again, because of some idiot, somebody else has got to be inconvenienced and has to change all their passwords.
Yeah.
That's why you stop putting that stuff on your computer. It's a real easy thing.
Well, here's the problem. People don't realize this. I have conversations with people all day long, and they say, I'm not going to put any of this on the internet because it's going to be seen, and I'm not linking up my bank records. And I say, well, I got some bad news for you. Your bank records are already up on the internet. Whether you choose to log in and see them or not, they're there because they're not going to make it like, we're going to put Mr. Slade's up there, but we're not going to put Mr. Mason's up there. No, they're putting everybody's up there.
I mean, hey, listen, and, the commander-in-chief has made it even easier for that to happen.
Not getting into politics. All
right. No, we don't. No, listen, nope. He got enough problems. It's like he doesn't need us to be adding on to that. Like I said, he's, again, no.
Yeah. So you were talking about doing lawn care, and I did. I went out yesterday and I got the lawnmower. I figured, I'm going to catch it before it gets really, 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 really hot. And last year I had purchased an electric lawnmower, and
yes, I remember.
All fired up, and I got about almost halfway through, and all of a sudden it goes, oh! I'm like, uh-oh. So I take it out of the holder. I take the battery out of the holder, and I go up to the system. I pop it in. Yellow. And I said, ooh, yellow's not good. So, of course, I reached out to my little buddy ChatGPT, and it said, oh, well, either your battery is permanently dead or it just got super duper overheated. So that's all right. Bring it into the house. Let it cool down for a couple hours. That's all right. So I bring it inside. Of course, I have the patience of like nothing. No, it has to happen immediately.
I have the patience of Job.
No, has to, like, I go in, I bring in, well, it's not cooled down yet. Well, it's only been
Why
2
do you think
2
I
minutes.
worked for this organization for 20 years, man?
Yeah. So then I took it over and I put it over the air conditioning vent, and I let it sit there. And 4 minutes later, it wasn't cold enough. So I said, all right, I'm going to put it in the fridge. The fridge. Okay. Don't leave it there too long. It doesn't like it super duper cold. So after about 25 minutes, I put it back in, and yeah, it finally came back to life. But then it had reached about 98 degrees in the shade. And by the time I was done, I could feel my heart going. So,
no, like I said, it's right now, as a matter of fact, Saturday, yesterday,
yeah,
I had to go out for a brief moment because I needed to record a show for tomorrow. And when I came back home, the very first thing I did was
take a shower.
Took off my legs.
Yep.
I took off my pants.
Yep.
Took off my undershirt.
Yep.
Sat around in my house. Feeling comfortable, feeling really good, enjoying life. And then, so I got up this morning, and of course, this is where I do all my grooming stuff, my shaving and such, making sure that the facial hair is all trimmed up. And I said, well, I'm not going anywhere. So it's like I'm sitting in my undies and a t-shirt. Feeling very comfortable looking outside. And I'm looking outside this window, and I know that it is going to be hotter than Hades in about 2 hours.
Well, I got to tell you this. So when I got done doing the lawn care and stepped into the house, immediately it's like walking into an ice box, because it's like a 45-degree difference between the outside world and the inside world. And of course, all the moisture evaporated, and my skin was completely covered with a white, ashy material called salt. So I looked whiter than white, baby. Let me tell you.
See, again, that's why you're supposed to take salt tablets if you are going to be out in this heat.
Yeah.
Your best bet is to just not be out in this heat.
Yeah, but the lawn needed care, and now I look at it today, and everything.
And you're thinking, God, it looks like
I
didn't do anything.
No, it's bad. It's like it looks like it's all browned and cut dry.
Well, another couple of days, and guess what?
It'll be back up again, ready to go again. Got to cut those weeds.
Oh my God! Like I said, gee, I am so far removed from that stuff.
Sadly, however, we will return to the Slade and Mayson show.
I have a boy who comes by and gets on his lawnmower and does my lawn and does the weed.
Yes, master.
He's a good old boy.
He is.
He's got 6 foot, blonde hair, blue eyes. Just my kind of boy.
Today in history, July 27th, 1299. Osman I invades the territory of Nicomedia for the first time, considered to be the founding day of Ottoman state. Not sure how a bunch of short living room chairs taking over telecommunications companies is important, but there you go. 1865. Welsh settlers arrive in Chubut in Argentina, and then they start making that really great grape jelly. 1866. The first permanent transatlantic telegraph cable is successfully completed, stretching from Valentia Island, Ireland to Heart's Content, Newfoundland. And the very first message sent across was, check 1 2, check, sibilance. 1940, the animated short A Wild Hare is released, introducing the character Bugs Bunny. Suffice to say,
What a performance.
And finally, 1999, Tony Hawk lands the first 900 on a skateboard. That means he did 2.5 complete rotations, if you will, 900 degrees, at the 5th Annual X Games in San Francisco, California. What these wacky little teenagers won't do. What there, Freddie? He's what? He's 45? Okay, never mind. I'm Dan Mason, and that's July 27th.
When you're out on the road and you want something good to eat, and you don't want to waste no goddamn time, you want some food fast. tasty, cheap. Come on down to Brimley's, where we only got 5 things. We got soda pop. We don't even got no diet, so don't even fucking ask. We got the best goddamn chicken sandwich you ever had, and we got a cheeseburger that's second to none. That leaves us with 2 more items for our menu. Because remember, we only got 5 things. That leaves us with French fries, crispy, delicious, moist on the inside, and lots of goddamn salt. What could that fucking 5th item be? How about the best goddamn macaroni and cheese you ever fucking put in your mouth? That's right, Ripley's only got 5 things: soda, chicken sandwich, a cheeseburger, French fries, mac and cheese. And don't ask us for a damn salad. And don't ask for a diet soda. And if you don't like the cheese, well, peel it off, because we ain't doing no special orders. They's all getting cheese on them. And if you want condiments, we got ketchup, mayonnaise, mustard, relish, and diced onions. Help your himself, because we're not here to serve you. We're here to serve you.
Come down to Brimley's, Brimley's, really good food.
Damn good food.
Now available in 32 great locations.
Down in Jersey on the coast where the bold Atlantic flows, where the beauties prance the most in the pretty these and those, there came Sadie Brown, the boardwalk Lula Belle. This baby pranced around just to hear the bellhop yell. Shake 'em up, kid, shake 'em up, kid, shake 'em up, Sadie. Now take 'em up, kid, take 'em up, kid, pick 'em up, lady. Why should I deny the Charleston made 'em talk? When here you bring the latest thing, now everybody's doing a Jersey walk. Now shuffle your feet, shuffle 'em neat, shuffle 'em daily. Wiggle 'em down, wiggle 'em round, wiggle 'em gaily. This ain't no time to squawk, let's do that Jersey walk. Now shake 'em up, kid, said shake 'em up now, and how? Sadie does that Charleston glide and she does the Charleston dip. When you see her, you'll decide there's something on her hip. She wiggles round the town, which doesn't mean a thing. Those ice-cold mamas frown when the red-hot papas sing. Shake 'em up, kid, shake 'em up, kid, shake 'em up, Nancy. Pick 'em up, kid, pick 'em up, kid, pick 'em up, fancy. Roll your eyes and win the prize, that wedding ring. And don't forget you're bound to get just a little lovin' and everything. Now shuffle your feet, shuffle 'em neat, shuffle 'em daily. And wiggle 'em down and wiggle 'em round, wiggle 'em gaily. Don't hesitate to talk, just do that Jersey walk. Then shake 'em up, kid, shake 'em up now, and how?
Sorry about that, gang, but now we must return you to the Slade and Mayson show.
Beep, 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 beep. Morning.
60,
60,
59.
Hi, this is Slade.
I'm Dan Mason.
And this is the Slade and Mayson Show.
We'll just start this sucker all over again. All right, now.
You laugh, but eventually you gonna hear that sound and it ain't gonna be us.
Nothing like early jazz on a ukulele. But that was Jersey Walk from Johnny Marvin from 1926.
And again, a ukulele. You can't play a sad song on a ukulele either.
Nor, yeah, that's true.
Or a banjo.
Yeah, that's great. All right. It's got some scat in there. I don't know what's going on. All right, this is National Jersey Day. Well, so
I'm sorry.
so what you're supposed to do is celebrate New Jersey. Somehow.
Hey, I got a question for you, real quick.
Go ahead. What's going on?
Do you know there is a car dealership in your area, and it's called Pohanka?
Okay.
Okay, and the guy who's the head of Pohanka, I think he said his name is Ted Pohanka.
Okay, I'll take your word for it.
But let
Why are
me
we
tell you,
sponsoring
every
him?
time I see him, I got to tell you, he looks exactly like Chris Christie.
So he's had a few cheeseburgers. Got it. All right.
Every time I see the ad, it's like that's all I can think of, man. It's like so. All right, I'm sorry.
This portion of the Slade and Mayson show is brought to you by our proud sponsors at I See Something, I See Treats. And I'll tell you what that's about at a pace slower than molasses.
You just keep going because I'm going to get to say lots of stuff here.
Will say. No, but here's the deal. So Sheila and Al put together,
Sheila.
stop it, put together a nice big red truck, and they've outfitted with these ice shredding machines. Actually, we talked about, hold on. There we go. All right, now, we were talking about what they're all about, and it's they brought a little bit of the islands, the Hawaiian Islands, back to the States. They have these shredding machines, and they make these beautiful, delicious, gobleted treats. And
not only the islands, but they also include Italy in there.
Yes, because they have the Italian ice shredding machines. So the Italians get it. So the Italians will take coffee and shred it. Yeah, they got issues. Okay, so and then they put a dollop of ice cream on top, and you're like, "Hey, it's gelato, it's delicious."
The only country where blue teeth is acceptable.
Oh my gosh. Anyway, if you're looking for a special treat, you got a birthday party, corporate event, or fundraiser or something like that, or there's a block party, give them a call at 804-617-8827. They'll show up in the truck, and they have about 50 different flavors and flavor combinations of these treats. And what it is just that. It's an ice shredding machine. It shreds the ice, makes it like a snowfall. Then they kind of pack it down a little bit, and they put the flavors on top, and then you eat it. I'm
a little angry
absolutely
right now, Dan.
a wonderful treat. Why are you?
Well,
angry?
because it has been so hot, and every day I think, boy, I wish I had an icy treat because I have popsicles in my refrigerator, but that's not the same. It's not even close. All it is frozen and sweet. I mean, it's like, and it's crunchy and sweet. No, I want that smooth, silky, just slide down your throat, glorious feeling. Oh, I have to. Sorry, I'm sorry.
I think what you should do is hop in your car
after the shower.
Yeah, after the yeah. So what you need to do is hop in the car and go find Icy Something Icy and get a special treat. I mean,
go
it's as simple
online
as that.
and find out where they are.
Yeah. So let's see. Yesterday, we just missed it. They were at the Fitness Festival in Gainesville. So you can go to their Facebook page, which is facebook.com/shavedIcy/, or you can give them a call, as I mentioned, 804-617-8827. They also have a website, www.ICEYSOMETHIN.
Leave off the G for goodness sake.
ICEY.com. And they're, again, they're on Facebook and Instagram. They're all in all those places there. So if you are looking for a really, really special, enjoyable treat, give them a call, 804-617-8827. Again, 804-617-8827. Again, 804-617-8827. Again, 804-617-8827. Again, 804-617-8827. 804-617-8827.
You Sheila, Dan, Al, and I will be glad you did.
There you go. Now, do you know what 645-1196 is?
645.
Does that sound familiar?
No.
Call 645-1196.
No, I've
Call
never done
today.
it. Who is it?
Call today. Call 800-645-1196. That's 800-645-1196.
Wait a minute.
Does that not sound familiar to you?
800-645.
No, don't dial it. Don't dial it. Don't dial it. It's
What's the
gone.
last four numbers?
It's long gone. It's long gone.
Oh. No, I don't recognize the number.
What if I told you to get everything and anything in stereo sound right now?
Oh, Crazy Eddie's.
There you go.
I'm sorry. Oh my God. It's like
Get everything and anything in stereo sound. Get it now during Crazy Eddie's Christmas sale in August.
The one clue reminded me exactly of Crazy Eddie's, man.
Give them a call 645-1196. That's 645-1196. It didn't matter what area code you were in. They bought all the 645-1196s in the 201, in the 609, in the they got them all. They got them all.
203 in Connecticut, yes.
Yeah, and then they got the 800 number. So
oh my God,
that came up. That came up in conversation because we were talking about what the hell were we doing? Oh, someone had posted a DeVry commercial on our little chat group, and we're like, oh. Does that charge your brain cells? Yeah. Let me share one with you. And there was a guy from New Jersey who goes, holy crap, I can't believe it. So, yeah. Hey, AI.
It is a small world, and it's like, and you can find out where people are from as soon as you mention certain things.
That's right. So, so we were talking about AI, and we were talking about Sheila, and this past week, Sheila and I did a little conference, and I introduced her to ChatGPT.
Oh,
and we were sitting there conversing, and she says, oh, man, this would be really interesting if they actually had. And I said, what? She said, well, I don't know if they, what do you need? What do you need? She says, can you have it search for a da-da-da-da-da-da for the icy something icy treat truck? And I said,
boom.
Well, here's one for 5,000. 5,000? They go for 45,000. It's 5,000 used. This one's $5,900 used. Oh, that's Florida. Nope. Georgia, that's close. I'll go. So she's been looking for years for a particular device for the icy something icy treat trucks. And we found it in about 48 seconds. She's hooked. That's it.
Damn.
So
you've done it again, Dan. You're going to have these people just all relying. They're not going to be able to think for themselves anymore because it's like, why should I when I got ChatGPT?
That's right. That's right. Hey, technology is moving so fast. In fact, Tesla has opened a diner.
Blow up and drive away on its own.
Oh my gosh, this was great. So here's what happened. So there's a Tesla app that is meant specifically for an in-car ordering. So you go in and you drive up with a car and you're basically going, yeah, I like 2 cheeseburgers and fries. And it's like a Brimley's. And you go in and it's like, well, your chicken sandwich and shake already. That's not what I ordered. And then they prioritized Tesla owners, and walk-up guests were waiting 2 to 3 hours just to get their services. Chicken, waffles, shakes, quote-unquote charged sodas. Do you know what charged sodas are?
No.
Yeah, that's soda with carbonation in it. Unavailable. Didn't have it.
Isn't that regular soda?
Yeah, basically. So they didn't get their CO2 delivery. Then on top of that, like you order a cheeseburger and it came with lettuce, tomato, onions, and pickles. He ordered it. He got pickles and like a slice of ham on it. Then, like I said, the kitchen was closed. No, it's open. Cold food was delivered even though it was supposed to be hot. Diners were directed to this like
if you have a complaint, go to our complaint department It's headed by Helen Waite.
Yep.
If you have a complaint, go to Helen Waite.
Then they had the Optimus robot. The Optimus robot was giving people bags of popcorn. And then they were doing the popcorn, and all of a sudden, it locked. It wouldn't move. They couldn't move it out of the way. They couldn't move it to the side. They couldn't make it drop the popcorn. They couldn't make it do anything. Now, mind you, this wasn't like the actual robot. It was a remote robot. You know what that means? That's where the guy is wearing this outfit, 150 miles away, and he's making the robot move. Well, he lost all access to that for a couple hours. Let's see. All the high-tech experiences was basically thrown out the windows. It just became like a basic minimalist restaurant. They had, they had Star Trek and Twilight Zone episodes looped, but it was the same one. It was like, okay, this is getting boring. Disorganized management. Again, no one had any idea who was in charge. Mismatched brand. So one thing would have one name for it, the other one would have another name for it. No one knew who was in charge of cooking. And hoodies, $95. Figurines, little tiny figurine, about 2.5 inches, $175.
Okay. See, again, you're proving my point every time you open your mouth, because it's like, again, they're relying on AI, and what's happening?
Yeah.
Chaos.
Yeah, it was a hot mess. So his retro futuristic Tesla diner opened in Hollywood with long waits, apps didn't work, cold food, missing features. As one diner put it, well,
Oh, well.
It is what it is.
Hurrah.
Whatever will be, our future's not yours to see. Thanks, Freddie.
I got to get this done because we still have one big topic we need to talk about.
Yeah, we never got through it.
Yes, we are going to, though.
All right, let's do it.
Buckle up, Buttercup, because the fast food industry is once again unleashed its unholy buffet of crimes against cuisine.
All right.
And your taste buds are the hostages. Let's start with Burger King, who apparently, just gave up this week and dropped the new Flamin' Hot Ranch Ghost Pepper cheeseburger. That's right. Some marketing gremlin in a windowless office said, hey, let's combine 3 separate stomach injuries into one sandwich. It's like a spicy dare wrapped in regret. Yeah. Your tongue will burst into flames, your colon will file a restraining order, and the only ranch involved is the place that your taste buds go to before to retire afterwards. Meanwhile, over at Taco Bell, the evil scientists in the lab have cooked up something that they're calling the Cheesy Crunch Lava Pocket Taco Wrap Box. Now, I don't even know what half those words mean when you put them together, but it sounds like something that should be handled with tongs and a hazmat suit. It's got ground beef, the 3 cheeses, lava sauce because your esophagus clearly hasn't suffered enough, Cool Ranch dust, and disappointment, all wrapped up in what feels suspiciously like a reopened yoga mat. Nice. And then there's KFC. They've decided that fried chicken wasn't quite American enough, so that they just Frankenstein a mac and cheese chicken donut bowl. Oh, God.
What is it?
That's right. Deep fried chicken fingers drowning in mac and cheese, topped with a glazed donut. Oh, God. Okay.
I gotta Google that one.
Party. So they rolled out the Frosty Cold Brew Baconator. It's a beverage so confusing that it should come with subtitles. It is their classic Frosty, swirled with coffee, bacon flavoring, and something that they're calling meat essence. No one asked for this, but somewhere a cow is rolling its eyes and a barista is, weeping into a latte. All right, look. So in conclusion, if you were hoping to eat like a normal human this week, sorry, fast food has declared war on your digestive system, and they are not taking prisoners. Choose your Communicate wisely, folks.
There we go. Thanks, Weird Al.
Like I say, now again, and you can check any of these out. They are all available. I'm not making any of this stuff up, and that's the problem, because I wish I were.
I gotta find them. Anyway, all right, now, because actually I would do the Burger King Flamin' Ghost Pepper. That sounds like All right, now, the big one. We are starting to see a crack in the music world.
Not only in the music world, in pop culture itself.
Why don't you kind of
this past week, again, and we have joked about it. We've talked about, every once in a while, we get one star who'll pass away in a week, and we'll talk about it.
Yep.
Not one, not two, not three, but five separate pop culture icons bit the dust this week. Leading off with, and this was the one that hurt me the most, Ozzy Osbourne.
Mm-hmm.
And the reason that Ozzy's hurt me so much is because he knew it was coming. He knew. And as a matter of fact, he stopped taking his medication so that he could sing. He would rather have been in pain and been able to sing than to be feeling good and not be able to sing.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, he poured everything into that. $800 million donated from the show. He didn't take not one penny.
Yeah.
And like I say, and 2 days later, he was gone.
Yeah.
Ozzy, the world will miss Ozzy Osbourne. All right, so then we go back a little farther, because you and I know more about Connie Francis than, again, our average listener. Connie Francis was one of those cuties in the 50s and 60s, and she sang all those beautiful little songs that made little girls just go all dappy.
Mm-hmm.
But she was, she was consistent. And for years, it's like, again, she was a model for young girls everywhere.
Mm-hmm.
But she is now gone.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So Malcolm Jamal Warner.
Yep.
Theo on The Cosby Show.
Mm-hmm.
Again, he hadn't been doing anything in the last few years, but the fact that he was on a vacation and he ends up drowning on vacation at 52 years old.
Yep.
And he's gone.
Yep.
One of the big ones, and this is one that, it's like, I actually grew into adulthood saying my prayers and taking my vitamins the Hulk Hogan way.
Yep.
We lost Hulk Hogan, Terry Bollea, 73 years old. Again, heart attack. And of course, you can speculate all you want, but the thing of it is that he was a steroid monster.
Mm-hmm.
He ended up finally stopping that, but by the time that was done, the damage was done. And here's the morbid part. They got a recording of Hulk Hogan laying in his hospital bed the day he died.
Ew.
Again. But here's the downside. Hulk Hogan did a lot for professional wrestling, did everything for professional wrestling in the 80s. And then, because his true colors, he couldn't keep that image up. He saw his daughter, who had gotten a little fever, if you know what I mean. And what came out of his mouth then was not something that the little Hulkamaniacs would want to be saying or hearing. And that started putting him into the toilet. And that's when his acceptability. He came back to the WWE for the first new show on Netflix and got booed out of the stadium. So, and last but not least, one of my favorite French horn players, Chuck Mangione.
Yep.
Love Feels So Good. Again, like I say, it was a tough week for pop culture. And, again, I certainly hope that we don't have another week like this anytime soon, because every day somebody was going.
Yep.
But we are, you're right, in the fact that I mentioned this on one of my shows. I can remember my mom talking when Dizzy Gillespie died, when Duke Ellington died.
Mm-hmm.
It is all part of it. The difference is that we had multi-million experiences because of technology, bringing it right to us. And so these people became part of our lives. And I'm telling you, boy, we're not ready for the heartbreak we're going to get, because what happens when Paul McCartney goes, and Mick Jagger, Robert Plant, George Thorogood, Bob Seger, when they start leaving, again,
Willie Nelson.
And
he's right on the cusp. Bob Dylan.
Linda Ronstadt.
I mean, these are not people in their prime, shall we say?
They're in their 70s and 80s, and it's like, again, and the thing is that what it does to me is it just reminds me of my own mortality, and it reminds me that I really just need to live every day like it's the last one, because it could be.
Yep.
That was my take on
well,
this.
That was depressing as hell.
It really was. I mean, geez.
All right.
Oh, and then, of course, I mentioned to you, every once in a while, you will hear another story about George Reeves, who played Superman.
Yeah. But he's dead.
He's been dead for 45, 50 years, and they're still talking about whether somebody killed him or whether he killed himself.
Right. I think it's pretty well established, and his daughter kind of talked about it. It was suicide. It was just suicide. It was just plain old suicide.
Well, I can understand why, because like I say, he could never get away from the cape.
Nope.
He couldn't be anybody but Superman. And boy, I guess that could probably stunt you, especially if you're a professional actor and you're stuck in one role. And they didn't even really make that much money for that one role.
Yep. Hey, let me ask you a question.
Okay, you, sir. Yes, sir. You and beard.
So
that's not a beard.
It's the salt from working in the yard. You are the one I always dream of. No. So you're here in the United States, and life is good, and you go use the toilet, and you do your business, and you flush your toilet, and life is good. You go to India, they don't have toilets. That's why
when you get off of a plane or a taxi, it's like it smells like a sewage plant.
So you have it's a squat toilet, and basically you aim real carefully over the hole, and you deposit your essence into the hole. We'll call it that. Well, apparently, airlines are having some real issues with people coming in and experiencing Western-style toilets. They don't know what to do with them. And typically, coming in from those regions, you will come in and you will open up the door, and there, where there should have been a hole, isn't a hole. But there is a deposit of the essence of the previous person. Just sitting there waiting for you to experience your plane ride.
Trips to Air Delhi.
So if you're flying from the Middle East or India or something like that, and you get on the plane, we just got to let you know some weird stuff's going to go down, or not go down for that matter, because it's going to be sitting on the surface.
Can you see the sign on the outside of the door?
Please sit and poop. Thanks, Freddie.
Oh, boy, you just turned disaster into such a lovely thing.
So that's what they're having issues with right now. So, all right, well, that's going to do it for this week, boys and girls. Hope you had a good time. We had a good time.
I did. Woo.
Yeah. I have no idea what the hell happened. But we just sucked up an hour of your lives. Sorry.
We just did this. I can't remember a damn thing.
Ted, Derek, Joanne, Michael. Sorry.
We'll be better next week.
No, we won't. Say goodbye, Mr. Slade.
Goodbye, Mr. Slade.
Goodbye, Mr. Mason. Bye-bye, everybody.
Thank you.
That's Nelson Mandela. That's it. I'm done with black people.
Hey, you know what, Dan?
What?
I am really glad that we don't get into the political structure because we would have done one show and it would have been just one item.
Would have been a 4-hour show. A 4-hour show.
That's right. We will let all those other people take care of that.
That's
we'll
right.
talk about the real important.
Really important. Like pooping on the floor.
Plane, yeah.
Yeah. Whatever you do, don't call and ask for Dick Van Dyke.